On a couple of Saturdays in April of 2025, my brother and my son visited the Grosvenor Railroad Bridge with me to take some pictures and drone footage. The bridge is one of the oldest metal railroad bridges in the state, according to historicbridges.org, where I get most of my old bridge info. There's a link to their fantastic website in the description below. This bridge was probably built in Ohio by the King Bridge Company in 1877 and moved to its current location around 1900 or so. Wikipedia says this rail line had financial troubles in the 1970s and was totally closed by 1990, but saw very limited use in the 80s. I spoke to the current owner of the line, which passes through here, although there's no trains obviously anymore, the Adrian and Blissfield Railroad Company, and they gave me permission to crawl around the bridge and take pictures. This was the first abandoned bridge I visited back when I started getting interesting in 2021, and it was fun to revisit and get some more pictures and drone footage. So enjoy the drone footage for a little bit. I'll come back later and talk about a little bit of the adventure that I had when I crashed my drone because I'm still trying to figure out how to use it. As you can see by my kind of slow and jumpy drone footage, I'm still trying to figure out how to pilot the drone. I just recently got it last year, and I'm still learning how to make everything look nice and smooth. You can see I have a couple of really near misses with trees in the process, and then at the end of the video you can see where I get it stuck in a tree, and I have to drive around the other side of the river, and then walk about a mile each way to retrieve the drone because it's stuck in a tree branch. The bridge is over the Raisin River in a little patch of woods between two huge farmers' fields, and it is near the tiny town of Palmyra, Michigan, which is kind of in between Adrian and Blissfield. Everything 50 feet on either side of the railroad is owned by the railroad company, so they said as long as I stayed on that part of the tracks, I was okay and I wasn't trespassing. This was where I got myself in trouble. I saw this kind of tunnel of trees over here on the far side of the bridge, and I thought it would be fun to do like a cool action movie shot where the drone flies along the trail here and moving pretty quickly underneath this tunnel of trees. As you can see, I almost hit several trees, and then in a second here you'll see where I dodge this big cherry tree, and then I end up getting stuck in a sapling. Luckily, the drone wasn't damaged and I was able to get it back. In order to get the drone back, I had to drive around the other side of the river and walk about a mile across some really sketchy bridges. So on today's YouTube video of How Stupid Is Ron, I lost my drone trying to film a bridge and then a tunnel of trees on the other side of the bridge. And I wasn't stupid enough to walk across this lovely bridge. I'm glad I didn't, if you can see how rotten that stuff is. Somebody has been using this because there's semi-new 2x12s up on top, but the under support of all this bridge is crumbling down to pretty much nothing, so I'm going around it. Feels much safer. Hopefully I can find my drone because it's stuck in a tree over here somewhere. Awesome. Managed to find the drone. Thank goodness it's even down low enough to be in reach, which is great news. Just barely got hung up in this tree. Come here, buddy. Thank goodness. All right, good deal. This side gives you a much better view of the spans of the bridge and how cool looking it is. I think I'm actually trespassing right now because I'm more than 50 feet away from the railroad grade. So I'll just be here for a second and then I'm taking off because I had to come pick up my drone. Thanks for watching and looking at one of my favorite bridges with me. Appreciate you watching my videos. Thanks. Bye.